Barry Ferguson, the wee Hun, has been the latest pundit to wade into the debate about who is currently the best player in the SPFL Premiership, and many may be surprised to hear his response. And Ange Postecoglou reveals the Celtic ploy behind the recent set-piece goal spree. It really wouldn't be Scottish football if debates like this weren't already occurring, but it has been generating some news recently. After the match at Rugby Park had finished on Sunday, former Scotland star James McFadden called out fellow Sky Sports pundit Chris Boyd after he had dismissed Portuguese winger Jota as the best player in the league the week previous. His coincided with yet another fabulous goal from the Celtic winger, who has got the season off to a flyer, having already contributed to 2 goals and 3 assists to Ange Postecoglou's team. Ferguson has now had his say on the debate, and has also went against his former Ibrox teammates' view, siding with McFadden's view, but did add in a caveat that there is still a lot of football to be played between now and the end of the season. After 3 games, it's easy for me to say it's Jota with the way he has started with his goals and assists. But we are only 3 games in, said Barry Ferguson speaking on Go Radio. There is another 35 games. It could be Kyogo, it could be Callum McGregor, Morelos, Kent, or Tillman, who again impressed at the weekend. I think there is a long way to go before we decide on the best player in Scotland. At this early stage, Jota has got off to an absolute flyer. It looks as though the 23-year-old is only going to get better as time goes on. It was interesting to see him exchange a laugh with Celtic coach Harry Kewell, who will no doubt be helping to develop and give advice to attacking players at the club. With his future now committed to the Scottish champions permanently, he already looks as though he has improved since last season and is integral to Postecoglou's team. Ange Postecoglou reveals Celtic ploy behind recent set-piece goal spree. Defender Stephen Welsh, Mortise Jens and Carl Starfelt have all been in amongst the goals. Ange Postecoglou has revealed that recent goals by Celtic defenders from set pieces are no accident. Stephen Welsh got Celtic up and running for the season against Aberdeen, while new signing Mortise Jens already has 2 to his name, and Carl Starfelt got his first goal for the club at the weekend. Postecoglou's side weren't exactly struggling to net before bulging it 92 times last season on the way to the title, but the Aussie Greek wanted them to be a threat on multiple fronts. There is now a greater variety of strikes, with 4 of their 10 goals this season coming from centre-backs, from dead balls. It was previously a gripe of supporters that they weren't enough of a threat from those situations, so it will come as a welcome change. The manager has now admitted it's come as a result of work on the training pitch to improve that side of their game. He said, "It's great for us that they are contributing because we want to have multiple threats. We're obviously not the biggest team in the world, but that doesn't mean we can't impose ourselves in the opposition box when the need arises." Welsh got a great goal in the first game, Moritz has got himself a couple, and Carl got one on Sunday. It's another bow in our armory to hurt teams with, and I think that's important. Postecoglou reckons it's a no-brainer because of the sheer amount of opportunities they get from set pieces. "I think that plays into the team we are," he added. "We get a lot of corners and set pieces because of the pressure we put on opposition teams. That gives us the opportunity to get the ball into those dangerous areas, so from our perspective, it's an important part of our game. We want to be a team that's got multiple threats going forward. Our centre-halves are contributing at the moment, which is great, but it's not just the starting 11 guys coming off the bench. There's no doubt about it, we want to be a team that scores goals and has multiple avenues to do that. There's different ways you can score goals in a game of football, and your position shouldn't stop you from doing that. If you're in that area, you take your chances. They are getting those rewards in creating those moments, because they are really committed to what we want to be, and I see that every day with their training. What we see on game day is the result of them working really hard, training and pushing each other. And on that note, have a great day, Celtic fans all around the world.
Lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party.